Hey, I thought I would do a quick and easy way to decorate for fall video for y'all. It is my favorite season by far, and I decorate for fall way more than I do even for Christmas. I just love how the temperatures get cooler. I love how the fall colors make my house feel so much warmer. And thirdly, I finally get to break out my little white lights. I love lights, and I don't want to have to just do it around Christmas time. I like to start enjoying it now, and so I incorporate little lights in my fall decorations, as I'll show you. So my main goal when decorating for fall is to just mentally, it helps me to just say, I'm just going to do the tops of things. And what I mean by that is like the mantles, or my coffee table, or my kitchen table, or dining room table. I just start with the tops of things so that I don't get totally overwhelmed. And then I can just fill in other little things as I want to. And I'll show you what I mean as I go. But depending on your time commitment, your energy level, and even your budget, you just fill in little pieces as you go around the house. As far as like vases or things hanging on the wall, that's just all extra to me. Just as long as I have my tops of my things done, I feel so good about my decorations. So here is, I have a hutch in my foyer, and so this is one of my main places that I start. So I have this little arrangement I have out just throughout the year. I have old pictures of my grandmother and grandfather, and then as you can see, just some flowers. So I'm going to show you how easy it is just to swap all that out and make it look like fall. So I just take these flowers out, and these hydrangeas, I just take them out, and I'm going to take these pictures out, and then I'll show you how I transform it into fall. Okay, so the first thing I did was I just replaced those summer hydrangeas with some fall hydrangea to add a little brown. I love brown, and I love the warmth of it. So I just put those in, and then I found Michael's is like, it's the store to go to if you ever want to pick out some fall things. That's the other thing I was going to say is I didn't just get this all at once. Like, I've accumulated these things over the years, and as I see things, I just grab them. And so that's another thing. You slowly build. And now I feel like I don't need anything else. I am good. I like to have all my fall things pretty much in one box. It makes me feel better. I don't want to be hauling up a ton of things. So all my fall stuff fits in one box, other than really tall floral arrangements. So that just makes it easier. So here are the flowers. I just take them and replace, remember the little white flowers that were in there for the summer, or spring and summer. Now those, and I took the pictures that were in the silver frames of my grandparents, now replace them with, that's a picture of my son Kyle, my oldest son. We went on a field trip. So that takes me back to when the boys were little. And here's a picture of Trent when he was in his little preschool play at his school. So I just set those out, and that is pretty much there. I'm done. That's my fall arrangement then for my hutch. So and I just took this I found this at Michael's too. I just clipped that on there to incorporate a little on the light. So now I'll show you what I do. I have this window box, and I can also, I change this out seasonally too. And so this is already done, but I just wanted to show you you start with the base, which is like I start with this garland. Good garland is the basis of everything. If I look I don't chintz on the garland. I find a really good piece that I love and is, kind of rustic and casual, and then I build on top of that. So I started with this garland, and then I can it's so easy to just plop little things in. I have, little acorns and berries, artichokes, I don't know if pumpkin, gourds, you can get all sorts of gourds everywhere. You can just plunk them in. You could make an arrangement like this in a bowl or whatever. And then just little picks. Here's a little pick I found at Michael's. And then I just put in these little welcome pumpkin. I have these little pumpkins that have letters on them. And so it says, I don't know if you can see, it says welcome. Oh, the E is hiding. There's the C-O-M-E. So then when you walk in the door, that's the first thing that I see, a little welcome. And then in my favorite room as far as fall goes is this little keeping room in our kitchen. And this piece of garland, this is what I'm talking about. This is my favorite garland. Just simple. I just throw it up there and then just stick a few little picks in, like these berries and things with little pumpkins on and some lights, and I am done. That is like the easiest mantle to do, and it looks so pretty to me. I like having the lights on when I'm running around the house. It's just cheery to look at. And then probably about 5 years ago, I found these little pumpkins to set out on the mantle, and I love them. And then like my all-time favorite decoration is this little guy. I can hardly stand it. I think he's the cutest little gourd I've ever seen. I found him one time in Chattanooga in this little store. I was so excited. So he sits up there on my bookshelf. So that's like one of my fill-ins. I was saying I do tops first, and then like he's a little fill-in. Okay, in my dining room, same applies. Here's the dining room table. I already started a little bit with the berries, but for, usually throughout the year I just have the flowers, and then these vases and flowers. The vases are always there pretty much. I thought, I was tired of switching everything out seasonally. It was like way too much. So I try and keep everything as much the same as I can. So I'm just switching out flowers really, or putting in some berries, so it's not totally overwhelming. So here are my vases for summer, and then I'll show you the fall. Okay, and then here is the almost final presentation of this. Here's the floral arrangement. I just took these big Gerber daisies or wildflowers, whatever they are, and stuck in some apples in the background of them. And then final touch, I just add this little swag of berries, and there, floral arrangement complete. Same thing over here, all done. I'm just gonna add a little bit. This is what the stick looks like. I'm just adding these berries into the floral arrangement. So then lastly, I just add this trough in the middle. And again, that is something I have had for years. I got that probably 10 years ago at Crate and Barrel. Sometimes you just find those things that you love and can never get rid of, and that's one of those things. I'm a big purger, but that I've held on to, and I just love it because I can add all those fruits that look so fall-like. And centerpiece done, and it's not that hard. So then at Christmas, I just switch out those flowers for Christmas flowers, and same thing. I get rid of the runner and do a plaid runner. So I try and make it as easy as possible. And then I love decorative plates. It's like one of my addictions. And I found these little turkey plates. I love them. And so I don't do it now because it's not even close to Thanksgiving, but the closer it gets, like, October, I will then just put them like up in there in between. I have more, and I'll just add those as a little decorative touch. So you can do plates, little plates make a big difference. and I'll show you more what I do with plates. Now plates are a little fill-in, you know, once your tops are done, that's when you can kind of go around and do little plates and stuff like that. That's what I was talking about as fillers. Like down here, I have that little arrangement with daisies, or sunflowers, and like that was my summer plate, and then I just switched that out. In fact, I'll show you. I just switched that out. I found these little plates at Anthropology that I just love, and so I'll just take this little brown plate with the bird on it and put that down there instead. Okay, there are the plates that I replaced for the fall. I love owls, love them. I have them everywhere. So those, I always have this out all the time, my little owl cookie jar, and then the glass hurricane, and that's usually just plain, but for fall I like to add all those little pumpkins and pieces of corn and everything. It's just little fill-in, adds that little extra color for fall. And lastly, in the family room, coffee table top. I just add this. Usually I just have a little summer, I took it out already, but just a little summer centerpiece right there, and the books are the same and everything. So I just add this little basket full of gourds, and that's really easy. And just throw in a few acorns, and then that I just keep together actually all the time and just store it away. That is just a vase with some, you know, as you can see, sunflowers and some berries thrown in, and I just keep that as is. And then an owl candlestick, and that's it. I'm so excited. This, I just love this pumpkin pillow, and I just found it. I'm so excited. It's one of those things where I bought it on clearance last fall, and I just found it in my cabinets, and it's like Christmas again. You know, when you find, it's like hiding, you know, when you've hidden a Christmas gift and it's all, Christmas is over and everything, and then you find it, it's like Christmas all over. That's how I feel about that little pumpkin pillow. Anyway, so those are my fall tips. I hope you enjoyed it, or I was able to help you. And I know it's a little early to be putting out fall stuff. I mean, it's still 90 degrees out, but I love fall so much that I just want to be able to enjoy it as long as I can. So now I have 3 months to enjoy it before I have to take it all down again. So happy fall, y'all, and be looking for my upcoming video. I will be talking about and analyzing football. Yes, football. So until then, see you later. Bye-bye.